Oh, crack ass update. Oh, that's a nice visual art. So anyways, welcome back, fellow Lords of Gaming, to the channel. So let's jump into this live stream. We're gonna see what we get here. Probably a T3 and Nebula, or you know, we get a T4 we know for Hella. Then we got Winwoo and Kaori. Hopefully they don't do bad with Kaori and give her that T3 or that Transcendence right away.
The creative team did with that amazing piece of art. And with that, we're back again to deliver the news of the Marvel Future Fight December.
Okay, I guess they don't know the audio is fucked up on their stream.
Superheroes and villains of the Marvel Universe faced different outcomes. How do you think it would have played out? The theme of the December update is Marvel Studios' What If Season 2. So let's check out the superheroes in December update who face alternative realities within this twisted multiverse.
Like,
we have Hela.
This really is not a really big front-loaded update here.
Has been drawn by the power of the 10 rings and traveled beyond Asgard to Earth.
It's definitely a cool look for Hela.
In response, Winwoo will fight against the gods of Asgard.
T3 Winwoo.
Of the 10 rings. Meanwhile, Nebula, who has been involved in numerous wrongdoings as Thanos' adopted daughter, has joined the Nova Corps as an intergalactic police force. And lastly, Kohori, a new superhero who has the ability to simultaneously open numerous portals with the power of the Space Stone, has been added to Marvel Future Fight. Now, please note that the footage shown today is being played on a test build, and that may be differences from the actual update. And we've also prepared a gift for agents who have watched the live stream to the very end as always, so please stay tuned. Now, let's dive into the contents of Marvel Studios' What If Season 2 update.
I gotta say, like, this update, I'm just not exactly like thrilled or excited about anything that's coming. Their audio's all jacked up. We get no audio for this live over here of the gameplay. Wow. Ugh. 720p stream. Ugh. Dog fart.
Now, what if the ruthless queen of Asgard, Hela, would arrive on Earth? Hela, having mastered Ying Li's martial arts, has returned more powerful than ever when facing superhero-type enemies. With dazzling martial arts, these movements,
like
Lian
from BDO.
Hela summons numerous flaming swords to attack her enemies, inflicting a wide range debuff to incapacitate her enemies. Let's take a look, shall we, at some of those moves. Her new passive, Lady of Despair, will increase guaranteed dodge rate, apply super armor, and decrease basic damage received by a percentage. Now, let's check out Hela's newly acquired martial arts inspired abilities.
I think most people are going to be pretty excited about Hela. That's just a fact, I think. But she's not enough of a driving force for this update. Just no way.
Let's go ahead and turn off that cooldown. As always, jump right into it. I wish I could replay the little intro when she comes into screen, but her first move is called Blade of Hell. Let's check that out, shall we? And one more time. Blade of Hell will apply bleed and paralysis along with a percentage of energy damage. In skill number 2, these guys over here are going to experience Destruction Circle. Destruction Circle will apply burn.
That was a good number 2 skill.
Enemies.
That's a nice 2 skill.
All right. Over here on the left, we're going to show you Predicted End. Now, Predicted End will counterattack when defending against enemy attack. It will apply bleed and paralysis to enemies, and it will apply a 100% chance to grant all damage immunity to self, and increase all basic attacks based on the accumulated pure damage received until a certain percentage of max HP.
Looks like we got some UI updates going on too. What's this little icon up here?
And next up, we have skill number 4.
Like, is that to like minimize the screen, or like what is that for?
Some massive damage there. Burning Blade Rain will apply burn, stun, and silence, and decrease all basic defense.
They really got to do better with these updates, man.
Increase skill damage in bonus
like
damage.
the presentation is just terrible.
And her 5th energy skill is called Energy of the Wind. This one's a fun one. Energy of the Wind will apply burn, bleed, stun, snare, incapacitation, and paralysis to enemies, as well as applying a recovery of an HP percentage to self, invincible, and removing all debuffs. And now her ultimate skill is called Death's Arsenal. Alrighty, let's check that out, shall we? Death's Arsenal applies bleed, paralysis, and decreases in all basic defenses to enemies.
That's a lot of fucking hits. How many enemies did she hit on that one?
With barrier shield, all damage immune, invincible self while granting invincible, removing all debuffs.
Oh, okay, there's a shit ton of targets over there. I was like, what the hell?
Increase all charge rate to accumulated pure damage. Let's check that out one more time. Pretty epic. Let's go ahead and check out her dev recommended combos. And the devs recommend 3, 4, and 5. So let's go ahead and check that out. 3, 2, 1. Got that dodge move in there.
Oh, there goes that long delay cancel.
Alrighty. Damn. Now, can the power of Earth's humans ever be able to fight against the gods of Asgard? Alrighty. Next up, we have Wenwu.
So it is almost sad that we have been this long since they introduced Wenwu
harnesses the power of the 10 rings, and he will confront the gods of Asgard.
Now I can't remember the goddamn name of the movie. What was that, like 2 years ago? And now he's finally getting his update. Like,
Wenwu will be a great leader and support for supervillain allies in PvP. Wenwu attacks his enemies by jumping high in the air, using the rebound from his firing of the 10 rings to the ground. Now let's go ahead and check out the
PvP tier 3 character. Like, at this point, 2 years later, like, how significant of an impact is he really going to be inside PvP? Like, he's going to have to be really good to redefine the meta at PvP.
Turn off the cooldown, excuse me. Alright, let's jump right into it. Skill number 1 is called Concentration Strike. Love the slowdown effect, very action-packed. Alright, Concentration Strike will apply stun to enemies, and all of his following attacks will have an additional percentage of energy damage. Skill number 2 is called 10 Ring Whip.
So, like, these are going to be automatic upgrades for him, because there was nothing on these skills. Originally, they were like called Sinister Strike and Dark Violence, and they literally had no effects on them, so any effects on these skills are going to be good. And to be honest with you, they didn't even have that much going on for them, period. So
that's okay. Skill number 3 is called 10 Ring Whirlpool. Again with that slow-mo. 10 Ring Whirlpool.
I forgot who had this skill.
And decreases all basic defenses by a percentage and is stackable.
So his previous skill had a charge on it. I wonder if this has a charge and maybe he's forgetting it.
Now, skill number 4,
or did they take away the charge completely?
Warlord's Thread. We're gonna go ahead and check it out in that new uniform anyway.
Still, yeah, still Warlord's Thread. That's what it was before.
Flying around, causing havoc.
Like, and all this skill had it when it was a frenzy buff.
All right, back up to the front here. We're gonna check out skill number 5, which is Wrath of the Tiger.
Decent, but I hope that 5 is going to track on a target.
Silence and incapacitation to enemies. It will also apply a high percentage chance to penetrate super armor, barrier shield, all damage immune, as well as invincible.
Is that them or is that me? What is the case here?
Allowing,
I don't think that's me.
Increased all basic attacks by percentage. And of course, we'll go ahead and also check out his combos after this move here. Okay, we have 4, 3, and 5 recommended by the devs. And as always, if you want to check out the other combos, be sure to go into this preview mode and you can practice them for yourself. Alrighty. We'll see
I'm just
how
not impressed.
new abilities measure up against the gods on Earth.
I mean, it's a tier 3, like.
What if, instead of following Thanos, Nebula had been a member of the Nova
Tier 3 blast character? There's just way too many blast characters for you to really care about Winwu coming in as a tier 3 like right now. Like,
the Yaka arrow
just way too many male blast type characters. Even if you just broke it, even if you went even further and went blast type super villains.
Fire damage instead of
like.
Now let's check out Supernova Nebula's new fire damage skills in game, shall we? All right, flying in, kick some butt.
I mean, he's going to have to beat out at least Malekith.
Summer Salt Arrow.
I have to say, Nebula does look cool in the Nova uniform and the, excuse me, in the uniform like that. That's a cool looking uniform.
Stun and fire damage.
I got a feeling she's going to be the standout.
Right. And then skill number 2 is called Swinging Arrow.
But I would pick up that uniform just for the looks of it.
Looks like she shoots the arrow into the ground, coming back up to cause some major damage. Skill number 3 is called Yaka Twister. Try to get a better angle on that one. Right, so you can get right here. Oh, that would do. Yaka Twister applies silence and recovers a percentage.
Like how it's tracking on all the targets there.
Alrighty. Skill number 4 is called Blazing Arrow.
He's got to figure out how to stand in the screen so that way we can actually see the skills.
Blazing Arrow decreases fire resistance of enemies while increasing all basic attacks, defense, all speed and crit rate while removing incapacitation. Also grants all damage immunity to self. One more time. And then skill number 5 is called Living Arrow. Let's check that one out, shall we? Living Arrow paralyzes and increases all basic defenses of enemies. It grants an invincible and increases all basic attacks to self. Alrighty. And lastly, her Awaken skill is a returning one, but of course, let's go ahead and check it out in this new fancy getup she has, shall we?
So, like, the disappointing thing with Nebula is that ultimately it's just a uniform. So, like, it's gonna be a boost for her and an upgrade overall because there wasn't very much to write home about on her previous uniform. I'm like, it was previously old as hell, so her getting a uniform upgrade. But we're in that place again where why are we getting uniforms and not upgrades for characters? Getting Nebula as a transcendent character, she's already got the transcendent skill.
Can't wait to see Supernova Nebula fighting for justice.
Hard to get excited about it, but I haven't been excited about any of this. So let's see what they got for Kaori.
Alrighty. Last but not least, we have a superhero who uses the power of the Space Dome, joining Marvel Future Fight. Kaori has a perfect ability to support superhero-type allies in PvP. Using the power of the Space Dome, Kaori uses telekinesis and has the ability to quickly move and attack. Alright, let's check out
she better be a T3.
Moves real quick. Zoom out a little bit so we can see some of that action, some of these portals popping up. Gotta love the space influence in her entire build. Her first passive skill is called Tesseract Power. will apply dodge rate and energy attack increase, along with granting her super armor an increase to all basic defense by a percentage. Her second passive
Why are they
is
not
Hero's
showing
Decree,
this?
which will apply to increased damage dealt to targets with remove all debuffs and debuff removal instinct by a percentage. And her leader skill is called First People, which applies a percentage increase of energy defense to all allies. So let's go ahead and check out this brand new hero in action. Alrighty, let's jump right into this brand new hero.
So she's a transcendent
First
character.
up, skill number 1 is called Hunting Wolf. Hunting Wolf applies stun and silence along with a percentage of energy damage. Alright, and skill number 2 is called Buffalo Stomp. So you love those little bits of space popping up into some of her moves. It does move all these guys around, so it makes it a little bit difficult, but that's okay. Buffalo Stomp applies stun and silence along with applying barrier to self, as well as an additional percentage of energy damage. Alright, over here on the left, we're going to show you skill number 3, which is Cosmos Circle. Again, love the little elements of space. Big space fan over here. Cosmos Circle
trying to be impressed by this
silence,
update.
paralysis,
I'm just
and will
not.
increase all basic defenses by percentage.
Like none of these characters feel like needle movers.
A small percentage of HP recovery, increase all basic attacks, defense, speed, and crit rate by a percentage, and of course will remove incapacitation and additional energy damage of the energy attack. We go up here to the front where there aren't, I think they're still bunched up a little bit. Yeah, that works for me. Skill number 4 is called Sharp Wind. Whoops, move them, but that's okay. Moves them all over the place, going through those portals. Sharp Wind will cause silence,
I'm just not feeling
active
it.
debuff to enemies,
Oh,
as well as a
man.
chance to grant all damage immune. Increase all basic attacks, defenses, and speeds by a percentage. One more time. Also, once again, it will also add additional energy attack damage.
So the way he's going, I don't
Skill
think there's
number
going to be very
5
much update in
called
terms of
Spatial
content, though.
Collapse. Spatial Collapse will cause stun and paralysis to enemies, along with applying Invincible and an increase to basic damage for 1 attack to self. Big explosion there. And lastly, her awakened skill is Mohawk Wrath, which applies
Mohawk
bleeding
Wrath, they
shock
really named a skill that.
paralysis. Let's check this one out, shall we? It also applies crit rate, crit damage increase to self.
Yeah, that's,
ignores target dodge rate, invincible,
Aquafina, and
result
who's the
buffs
other
while
character?
increasing all basic attacks for a varying amount of time. Now, let's go ahead and let's show that one more time to this group here. They deserve a little bit more.
I can't see who the other dropping is other than Aquafina.
And lastly, we'll go ahead and check out her recommended combo with 3, 4, and 5. I mentioned in the beginning, of course, if you want to check out any of these new characters' skills, go ahead and check out those combos yourself in game. So be sure to try out Kahori's abilities to manipulate space as she joins Marvel Future Fight for the first time, even before the show's release.
Oh, did they really update
Along with
Lincoln?
heroes who have received new uniforms, Katie with her keen archery skills, and
We don't call
Lincoln
her Katie,
Campbell
we
with
call
the
her
ability to control
Aquafina.
electricity have received potential transcendence.
Like, come on, Lincoln's getting a
Katie rains
potential
down a barrage of
transcendence.
powerful arrows from the sky
And,
onto
like,
her enemies,
why?
while Lincoln Campbell unleashes his lightning abilities on the ground, causing explosions that attack his enemies. Now, agents, are you ready to face off the alternative possibilities with the heroes in this December update? Let us know in the chat. Now, real quickly, let's check out the uniform options that will receive a discount together with the new uniforms.
It's an interesting look
The
for Hela.
uniform
I think that's
options
the
for
only
first
excitement
uniform with
there.
Hela include Shuri, Kraven the Hunter,
Shuri's a terrible
Iceman,
uniform
and
option.
Adam Warlock. Some of the uniform options of Winwoo include Beast.
All right, these Beast uniform option I think is
Odin
bad.
From,
the rest of them fine, whatever.
T4 update for him. And lastly, we have some uniform options for Supernova Nebula, including Groot.
These are terrible uniform options for Nebula.
Star-Lord from Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Satana, really?
Let's jump into some new content and exciting changes.
How deep did they dig in that one?
Alrighty. Along with new uniforms, a new event battle with the theme of the new superhero cohort.
So we did get content update.
Check that out, shall we? Since it's been a long time since this game mode has been added, we're going to take a little bit of a closer look. There are 4 chapters, as you can see, with different respective requirements. We'll go ahead and enter one of the chapters. I already kind of put it in the progress so I can make sure I know what we're doing here.
Oh,
overall,
shit.
the chapters are, straightforward. And the boss composition for both
Marvel Contest, the champions returning. It's been a while since we've seen this.
Importantly, the final stage of each chapter has been changed to a new map and boss to fit the Marvel Studios What If theme. So let's go ahead and enter a stage, shall we? Already set a team full of What If characters, along with various changes and conveniences were added to improve for our agents. The Autoplay Plus feature, which previously required initial clears, can now be activated from the beginning. Agents will be able to progress battles more conveniently and acquire the rewards. So be sure to fight it against various bosses and acquire biometrics of the new superhero cohort.
Oh shit.
A new comic card collection
Max HP
has been added to based on Marvel Studios' What If theme. Through this comic card collection, you'll be able to receive a 4% increase to your HP. A new premium card has also been added along with the collection. So be sure to check out the game for more details on the effects of each comic card. Other improvements have also been prepared with this update.
Finally, I've been holding on to those for a minute.
Story fragment conversion feature. Normal conversion allows story fragments to be changed into random fragments, and as you can see, it requires a low number of said story fragments. Pretty straightforward. Let's just hit normal conversion. Bam, got something from part 5. In the guaranteed conversion, you can exchange story fragments you already have in a story for fragments that you desire.
I mean, it's something. I thought they were just going to make it so that way I can combine any number of fragments to just be, to get me a reward.
So you take what you have, and we'll go ahead and just, say, pick that, hit it through, be good to go.
Especially since it causes gold.
So don't miss out on this new feature if you'd like to combine your story fragments. And we have looked into the main changes for the December update so far, and of course there'll be more details and improvements that were not discussed in the live stream. So please check out the update details that will be posted in the community forum. And now, it's the time that everyone waits for, that event coupon. And of course, the coupon code
nobody was waiting for that.
From the main lobby screen, go to settings, info, and coupon for Android users. And if you're an iOS and Apple user, check out the coupon registration
They're gonna give you like
in our forum.
100,000 gold or some shit like that.
Now, the coupon code is WhatIf2. Pretty straightforward this time. WhatIf2. Be sure to enter that because it'll be valid until tomorrow, Wednesday, 12/13 at 6:59 a.m. It will expire soon. Well, there you have it. I hope you're as excited as we are for the December What If Season 2 update. As always, be sure to follow our social media channels and forums for everything Marvel Future Fight. Good night, everyone. This is 3RL signing off. See you next time. Thank you for watching.
Lackluster, my friends. Lackluster. So you get a hero chest for 5. 5-time hero chest. Yeah. They really need to work their reward systems inside this game. Sad. Like, I like the little trailer that they have here for Kaori, but like, by and large, I'm like, what the hell are we getting here? Like, it doesn't, nothing feels like overwhelmingly like, God, I just gotta have that. Like, even Hella for me, like, I know I'm not going to T4. Like, that's just truth of the matter. So kind of sucks, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I can't wait to see the update details. We know it ain't gonna probably drop to like 5 in the morning, so we'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace.